G'day all, welcome back to Dad vs Son and our playthrough of Stalingrad 42, the full campaign from GMT and Mark Simonich. My apologies if the air conditioner noise is a bit annoying, but it's starting to warm up quite substantially and it's quite humid, so I've just chucked it on. So we're about to go into turn 10. We're still in summer, so again, we still don't need to worry about weather at the moment, so we'll just get straight into it, and we get our Axis air units, so bring them back up again, ready to go. So we've still got the two of them. Remove train markers, we don't have any out at the moment. No fortifications. Our 2 resource points, we'll grab 2 supply again. I'm going to bring, now what have I got? I've got 1 coming up towards 2nd Army at the moment, up here. So that's good, but I think they're going to need another one, so I'm going to chuck that there. Mark him so I don't forget. So yeah, he's going to come in up around Kursk. Now, where else do I need them? I've got 3rd Romanian's good, 6th Army's good at the moment. 17th Army down south is good, but I still need one for 8 Italian, so I'm going to bring another on, I reckon, down south around Stalino sort of way, so again just marking that ready to go. Now, SPs to flip, no we don't have that. Axis reinforcements, okay, so we do actually have 2 Axis reinforcements I should say, and they're both Romanian cavalry, so I'm going to bring them up and in down in X as well, so they can come up with the rest of the Romanian forces which are here. So just put these here so I don't forget, and again just put a quick marker on them so I don't forget. Now on top of that, we remove any Panzer Division, but historically it was the 11th Panzer Division, and it goes to turn 31 where it'll come back reduced. Remove another Panzer Division, which was the 9th, and also the Grossdeutschland Panzer Grenadier mob. Now, with that, we have to make sure that we have at least 7 steps removed, or else we have to remove other stuff as well. And I am just in luck. So I'll just move the camera to here so I can show you what I'm doing. And those yellow cubes mark those 3 units. So the first one being the 11th Panzer Division, which is here, and we remove it, and it currently has 2 steps left. The 9th Panzer Division, which is over here, which currently has 2 steps left as well. And Grossdeutschland, which is up here, which currently has its 1, 2, and its remnant is 3. So that gives us, luckily, our 7. So the 11th will come back reduced on turn 31, but we have lost these 2 totally. They don't come back at all. So yeah, it's really starting to hurt us now. We've lost 7 steps of elite tanky sort of stuff. And this is what I was fearing as I've put in my diary entries as it's gone on. So that's done. Replacements, we have 1 special and 1 infantry. So I've marked them with white cubes at the moment. We have this, the 60th Panzer Grenadier, which we'll mark as a replacement for the special. And the only infantry I have is this one over here, which is the 45th Infantry, again, which we'll mark as a replacement. And put those back there. So that's our replacements done. No Axis leaders and no planned offensives, so we're into movement. So as things stand at the moment, from the Axis point of view, again, like I said, we're redeploying some of these units to try and help out, trying to bring some pressure up this way and make some sort of inroads into the Don basin itself. Still pushing our infantry and everything else up towards Stalingrad through the Don-Donets basin, and we've done pretty good there. We've isolated these 2 Russian units, or yeah, 2 Russian units here, knock them out this time, hopefully, and then that'll free up all these units to, again, advance up and help to support the Don sort of area. And then we have what at the moment is our southern part of our front to Rostov, where we're bringing some pressure. We've already had 1 city battle here, and we're pushing up, and we have pushed up to the head of the Donets, Don sort of meeting point. I'm hoping next turn to be able to get rid of this remnant and bring our 23rd Panzer Division back, reduced. So that'll help. But yeah, that's next turn. We've got quite a few reduced Panzer units at the moment, and it's not going to be easy to build them back up again. So I've got to sort of parcel them out a bit. So we'll get on to movement. As usual, mark it out, come back, go through it with you, and see what we end up with. Won't be long. Rightio, so back again. A fair bit of movement again, but a lot of it is shuffling as well. So what I'm going to do is shuffle this bloke over 1. And this bloke over 1. And this bloke over 1. And this bloke over 1. Oh, in fact, I didn't want to move him at all. So there, so we continue our ZOP bonds the whole way around there. Okay, over here, I don't want to move these guys. I'll just move them out of the way, but I'm going to move the replacement back 1 to here. In fact, back with 2nd Army, because they can't do anything at the moment. And this guy is going to shuffle over into here with these. Like that at the moment. 4 Panzers going to come up half 1, half 2 to there to give some support. This guy's going to go half 1, half 2, half 3, half 4, half up to there. The other supply, the other supply I'm actually going to train up and he's going to follow out of Kursk, follow the line up, then back down, and then back up to here. And just excuse me for a second, I'll just pause it. Sorry about that, just sun playing silly buggers again. Okay. Hang on a tick, he's back again. Hey. Righto. He's going to play Minecraft, just about bet on it.
No.
Oh, he's going to watch Minecraft, that's even worse.
No.
Oh, just go away. Silly bugger. Okay. Now, what was I thinking of doing here? Can I remember? It's broken my train of thought now. Oh, I hate that. Okay, I'm just going to move those ones there. I'll leave those there for the time being. Righto, moving down a little. Now, what I want to do here is I want to bring these two over, 1, 2, 3, like that, and I'm going to bring this bloke over 1, 2 to here, like that. This bloke here is going to come down 1, 2, 3. This little fella here is going to come over 1, 2. And we've got these blokes locked up tight now. Right, this fella here is going to go 1, 2, 3, 4 and stop there. Panzer Grenadier here is going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. These guys are going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Keep our Zoc bomb going there. This fella's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 onto there. This one go 1, 2. This one here will go 1, 2, 3. This little fella here will go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And this one here is going to come over 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to there. Down here, 6th Army is going to move forward half 1, half 2, half 3, half 4, half 5, and will be disrupted. This little fella here is going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 straight up the road, like that. These two Romanian cavalry, they can move 5 each. So you're going to come straight up the road here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Like that. Now, it's just got to move the camera so I can get around stuff a little bit. Okay, this stack here is going to go 1, 2. And this stack here is going to go 1, 2, 3 to there. Like that. So we're bringing quite a bit of pressure up this way to try and cut through that line they tried to build. Okay, now looking down towards our current southern front, we've got an infantry unit here that's simply going to come up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We've got one Panzer Army, half 1, half 2, half 3, half 4, half 5, and will be disrupted. We've got our supply unit here, which I am going to bring on here, go half 1, half 2, half 3, half 4, half 5, like that. This remnant is going to bring up half 1, half 2 on our disruptor unit, like that. This little fella here is going to jump the creek, and this little fella here is going to go 1, 2, 3. So again, we've got a little Zoc bond here. Now, with these ones up here, I'm going to leave the cav there, but I'm going to bring this fella back. So he's going to go 3, 4, 5, 5.5, 6, 6.5, 7, 7.5 to there. He stays there. What have I got here? These guys will just move forward, up on there, like that. This guy will go 1, 2, 3, just to give us a Zoc bond across there. The Jaegers now. Sorry, I've just got to check with marshes. It costs 2 for infantry. Okay, so these are the 2 Jaegers here. They're going to go 1, 2, 3, and they're going to stop there. And they're looking at trying to do a little bit of a end run as well. Okay, so that's all of that. Movement's done, I believe. I don't think I've screwed up too much, as usual. Righto, so movement's done, we're into combat, so again, I'll pause it there and then come back to you and we can play silly buggers again. Won't be long. Rightio, back again, and following on with the Fuhrer's orders, we continue to push. So we're coming back in with these 3 units and 17th Army in support to Rostov again, and again it's a 40 to 20, so 2 to 1. Elite bonus 3 to 1, support 4 to 1 into there. So I'm just going to remove that and the city battle 1 to start with. So 4 to 1. Okay. For a 3, DRX. Okay, so of course what they're going to do is hit our Panzer, knock it down like that, and we are going to take out their NKVD. I'd like to take out their tank. That's going to give me extra in there. But if I reduce their elite units, then there's a good chance of trying to knock them out as well. So that's why I'm doing it that way. Righto. So that's the DRX. Now he's got to retreat to and become disrupted or do a determined defence. So he's of course going to do a determined defence because he can still retreat out of there. So again, who does he want as his lead unit this time? 133, 133. So again, we'll have this guy as his elite unit, as his lead unit, I should say. And our lead unit will be this little fella here, the Romanian cavalry. Righto, so he is in a city. He has an elite unit, which gives him a +1. He has a -1, which breaks even. And I think with an even again, he's just going to go for it rather than use the support. And he gets a 5. In a city for a 5, again, is a partial with a 1-1. Okay, so his city fight goes up to 2. He can't take any more partials. He loses 1 step, so he's going to lose this bloke. And we lose 1 step, so we're going to lose this bloke reduced. Like that. And we are getting messy. We are done. So he's now can't have any more partials. No, I don't need that on there anymore. Twit. Okay, let's get these out of the way. Sorry about the fat hairy arms. Okay, so that's that. Now, right up at the top here, the Italians are getting antsy, and they've decided they want to try and take out this cavalry unit. So this is going to be a 1-to-1, and that's it. They're feeling their oats. A 1-to-1 for a 5 is a DR2, advance 2. Okay, so a DR2 means he has to go back to, or do a determined defence. So of course he's going to do a determined defence. No elite, no defensive support. So he's simply straight up in the clear for a 2. The clear for a 2 is a fail with a 1 loss. So he's gone. And with that, these guys can now diddly bop across the river. Like that. Now, they have got 2, 6, 8. It would be 8-to-5, which would be a 1-to-1 again against that tank unit. Are they feeling the roots? And I think they are. So they're going to do it. 1-to-1 again. Oh, for a 1 in the clear is a fail, and we lose 1. I don't think there was anything else in there, was there? No. So we're going to go down 1. We'll just reduce this little fella here. We both had tank bonus, so that's why it was 1-to-1 still. Okay. Now the Italians feel pretty bloody good about that still. They're not whinging at all. They're over there. Righto. Now I know I could leave these 2 hanging on the vine, but if I can knock them out, then it's going to free these forces earlier, so I'm going to go for it. I'll do this one first. It's a 3-to-1. utilising 3rd Romanian. Oh, sorry, not utilising 3rd Romanian because they didn't have anything. I think, hang on. No, utilising 3rd Romanian, yes. Duh. 3-1. Because the Italians had nothing. Oh, for 2. Okay, DR2, advance 2. Righto. So he can't go anywhere, so it's going to be a desperation defence. He's not elite. There's no defensive support. CRT's fine. So it's just a straight up roll. The desperation defence. Oh, he gets a 6 in the fortifications. And of course it's a safe 1-1. So he still loses a step, so he's gone. But he gets to pick which step we lose. Yeah. So they're all minor sort of units. We've got a mountaineers there, so this is the best unit for him to hit. So he's hit our infantry there. Okay, let's get rid of that. And that. So we have an advance 2. So this little fella's just going to go 1-2 to there. This little fella will go 1-2 to there. These guys will go 1-2 to there. Get that out of the way. Okay, so this one here is a 7-1 because we just had lots of stuff there. So 7-1 for a 3 is a DR4, so again it's just going to simply be a desperation defence because he can't go anywhere at all. Let's get rid of those for the time being. Okay, desperation defence. He's in the clear. No support, blah blah blah. Straight up roll. For a 2 is a fail with a loss, so he's gone. Right, get rid of those. Bring that back down there. Okay, so we've got a advance 3. So these guys can, by themselves, do an advance 2, and he can go 1 more. There he goes. These blokes can go 1-2. This bloke can go 1-2-3, and he can go 1-2. So we've cleared out all that mob there. So, yay! We've freed up all these troops to come forward, which is really bloody handy at the moment. Though I think I might start siphoning off some of the Romanians, north or south, I'm not sure yet. Righto, we've got, what left? 1, 2, 3, 4 more to go. I'm going to do this one first. We have these 2 stacks here attacking this stack of reduced armour. So that's a 5-1 with no support. 5-1 for a 3 is an A1, D1, advance 2. Okay, so the D1, both units are the same, so this one is gone. And we lose 1. I'm going to take him because I'm about to lose him soon. Okay, get rid of that. So that's the A1, D1. Now he has to become disrupted or do a determined defence, so he will do a determined defence. And again, this is going to be a straight up roll, -1 for the CRT. -1. In the clear, A 2 becomes a 1, which is a fail with 1 loss. So they're gone as well. And we have our advance 2. So these blokes are going to go 1, 2. And these fellas are going to go 1 to here. Righto, so now we're in here. We've got this bloke properly isolated. We've got a 5 to 1 straight in there. So let's see what damage we can do there. Hopefully we can do some good damage. And we get a 4. At 5 to 1 is a D1 advance 3. Okay. So a D1, so he's just going to lose. Both of his infantry units are reduced, so that one's gone. He can do a determined defence, except he's isolated, so therefore it becomes a desperation defence. With a -1 for the CRT. No support or anything else, so he's at a -1 in the clear. For a desperation defence. So 4 becomes a 3. In the clear is a fail with a loss. So again, he'll take the infantry loss. And he has to roll up again. With a -1. He gets a 5. In the clear is a success, but lose a step. And this is a single step unit. So he's gone. Yay! And we have our advance 3. So these units here are going to go 1, 2. These have an advance of 3. So they're going to go 1, 2 to here. And these ones, this got a 1, 2, but these 2 units can go 3. So they're going to go 1, 2, 3 there. Like that. So again, pushed back a little bit further. Okie dokie. And now we've got our 2 attacks across the Don. We have this one here, which is utilising 4 Panzer Army support and air, and that still gives us a 2 to 1. Yeah, I know, it's not pretty. 2 to 1. Oh, for a 1! It's just an A1. Okay. So, yeah. Oops. And the air is no good to anyone again. And this is why we argued with the Fuhrer about this sort of stuff, but he knows best. Okay, and now we have these 2 crossing the river to here where we attacked before, and we're using 2nd Hungarian Army in support for a 3 to 1. For a 3, which is a DR2 advance 2. So again, he doesn't want to go backwards. Just take the air off there. So he is going to do a determined defence, because he can retreat. He has an elite unit, so that gives him a +1 to his roll. I don't think he's going to need to use defensive support for that. I think it'd be a waste. So a +1. So that gives him a 5. In the clear is safe, but he loses 1. So again, this is his best one to lose. It's a single step unit, and these guys go no further. So we'll get rid of that. So all in all, not fantastic. Again, we chipped down here, we lost here, but we've pushed back up through the Don-Donets basin. We've chipped away at Rostov, over here, and the Italians have had a bit of a play up there across the Donets, and did some good. They got one reduced unit, but they got rid of that cavalry that was in the way, and now, they've got a little bit of a go across here, and we've got some other units coming up that can maybe give them a bit of support as well. So all in all, not too bad. So combat is completed. We go on to recovery phase. So disrupted and full retreat units for us, and we have one disrupted there and one disrupted there, and we also get rid of our replacement markers, so one of them there, one over here, oops, apologies, okay, that's one replacement, two replacements, two disrupted, nothing else around here, no, but I think we had, there we are, disrupted unit there, let's do that, and that's good. Okay, so we're done for that. We're into our supply phase, so move our Axis railheads. Again, the one up here at fully north can't go anywhere. Oh, I can't take that up to there. My railhead hadn't been that far. We can only go to there. But now my railhead's gone up there, so that's fine. This railhead continues to move down this way. This railhead moves up. This railhead moves to here. This one still can't go anywhere down at Rostov. Supply status for the Germans. Anything to the south of the Don-Donets is good. Anything south of our line is good. The Italians can cross the river and then come down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 onto a road. And then follow the roads back. So they're all good. That's good. This bloke here can go 1, 2, 3, 4 onto this road and then back out, and all of these are fine as well. So no isolation for us. Spend SPs to flip, and we have the one over here for 2nd Army. So 2nd Army will flip back over. That's gone. We've got one down towards 17th Army ready to go, which leaves us one other one. Oh, of course, it's under the train marker. So we'll see that next time. So, yep. Beautiful. So that's it for the Germans. Okay, so again, I'll just pause it there, grab the stuff I need for the Russians, and then we'll come back and start on them. Shan't be long. Rightio, good to go. So, no air units, train markers, and we have one to remove. Well, it's actually two for these two units here, so that can just go back over there, out of the way. Fortifications under construction are complete. I don't think I've got any. Nope. Allocate the 2 resource points, so this time 2 of them, And what we're going to do is we're going to build one here, and we're going to build one here. What we're going to try and do now is, because there's a good chance of these people starting to push around this way, we'll just try and block off Stalingrad from the south. In fact, and a little bit more from the north. Well, sorry, from the east. Duh. Spend SPs to flip. Nope, not at the moment. Place Axis reinforcements. Now they have 3 this time. So they're going to pick up the Stalingrad support unit and 2 elite infantry units. So I'm going to bring all of those down. By rail. And they'll come down towards this Stalingrad area down here. So I'll put that rail marker on them. Ready to go. Mark them up. Okay. I don't think there was anything else on there. Nope, that's it. Okay. Replacements. So they have 1 special and 1 infantry. So the special we're going to use to bring back this elite tank unit. And he is going to come on up to the north as well, up in C. And 1 infantry, which I'm actually going to use on our little fella here to beef him back up again. So he's good to go. Right. No leaders, no planned defences, so we're into the movement phase. So again, I'll pause it there and then we'll come on back. Won't be long. Rightio. Good to go. So what we're going to start with is down here with this little fella. And we're going to simply move 1 of these units into Rostov, like that, with them, and that's done. With here, I'm going to take these top 2 units, and they're going to pull back. This bloke's going to go 3, 4, 5, 6, and this bloke's going to go 2.5, 3, 3.5, 4, 4.5, 5, 5.5, 6, 6.5, 7, 7.5, 8, 8.5, 9. Back to there. This little fella is going to go 3 to there. Just pull back a little. This one is going to come back half 1, and with him the south is going to keep going half 1, half 2, half 3, whoop, half 4, half, and will be disrupted. Oops. Okay, like that. I threw my replacement markers into the wrong box, so that's good. Right over the back here we have these 2 single motorized units. This one is going to come down half 1. Sorry, this is going to come down 1, 2, 3, 3.5, 4, 4.5, 5 into here. and this fellow's just going to go up to here, like that. Moving a little bit further north, we have these units here. This bloke is going to go back 2.5, 3, 3.5, 4, 4.5, 5, 5.5, 6, 6.5. This bloke will just go back 1, 2 using his tactical movement, and these will go back 1, 2 using their tactical movement as well. Over this away, we're going to bring this supply down, half 1, half 2, half 3, half, and oops, not that one yet. This guy here is going to go 1, 2 to help this little fella, and this one here is going to go 1, 2, 3, 4 into there. Could have done it the other way around, I suppose. It didn't really bloody matter. And then we have this supply here as well. He was going to go 1, 2 onto there. So he's got 2 supply on there now. Righto, other than that, we're training these 3 units down, and they all come down and they can sit here, just behind Kalach, and this replacement unit just comes on for 1, like that, and we've finished movement. Combat for the Ruskies. Oh, sorry, I forgot to move one guy. So this guy's going to be trapped here, so he was just going to move right there, like that. That's this armoured unit. So combat for the Ruskies, all we're going to do is we're going to go that way. 7 to 4. So it's 1 to 1, plus armour is 2 to 1, because he's going to get cut off anyway. So he may as well try and go out with a blaze of glory. 2 to 1. For a 3. Let's see what we've got there. 2 to 1 for a 3 is an A1 DR2. Who would have thought a little Italian unit like that would do that? Okay, so he's like that with a DR2, so he's got to go back 2. He'll go 1, 2 to the railhead and be marked as disrupted. And we have an advance of 2. And if he wants to do it again, it would be a 2 to 1 again. Does he want to do it again? He may as well. So he'll come down 1 like that. We're at 2 to 1 again. For an A1. Okay, so blah, he's gone. But he had nowhere to go. He was going to get trapped in there. And there's no way in the world he was getting out of there. So he went for the attacks. He was following old Uncle Joe's orders. No, I've got to get rid of those die. Was there anywhere else that they wanted to attack? They're not strong enough up here, or here, or here, or here, or anything else. So no, that's it. That's the end of combat. So we go into their recovery phase. So we'll remove their 2 replacement markers. Throw them back over there. Disruption comes off there, and there, and there. They have nobody else disrupted. and they have nobody in full retreat. So that is that. Okay. No railheads to move, supply status, and that's why this bloke would have been routed down here. So these are all fine, they can all run away, they're all east of the Axis forces. These are all east of the Axis forces, so they're good. These are all south of the Axis forces or east, so they're fine as well. So nothing there, no isolation. Spend SPs to flip, and we have one SP for southwest, and I'll put his other one under him, so that's gone as well, and we're done. That's the end of turn 10, and when we come back it will be turn 11. So how are things looking at the moment? Well, I suppose it's a little bit hard for you to start seeing. I'm going to have to try and change camera angles again. So as you can see, the Don line is still holding, but the German forces in the Don-Donets basin are starting to come down with the chance to lap around, that's for sure. Lap around the Don or keep pushing through to Stalingrad, but I think the best, again, at the moment is to lap around the Don, maybe send some forces back this way, but try and hit Stalingrad from the north and the south if possible. We're pushing back here a bit, and we have taken Rostov down to where its two city battle things are done, its two partials are done. So from now on it just takes the losses and so forth. So yeah, a partial now becomes a fail, a delay for it. So is good. So again, thank you very much for watching. I hope you are enjoying as much as I am, and I will try and get this one up on the next day or two, give you some time to get your head around the other ones first, and then we'll come back with turn 11. We didn't pick up any more VP points that time. We've still only got 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. This will probably be the next easiest one to pick up. If I can shuffle some more troops up this way, then we may be able to punch through up here, but we'll see what happens there. But at the moment we're still good up until turn 17 for a loss, sorry, what do you call it? Automatic loss. So take care, be good. Again, as usual, enjoy your gaming, and I'll catch you next time. Bye for now.